I know you've all been waiting for it. Now, let's talk about Planet IX. This is a perfect example of proactivity, how to come up with great ideas and catapult them into action. Last time you heard from the game developers and met with one of the creatives behind Planet IX. Today, I am proud to introduce to you one of the masterminds behind the game architecture. Please welcome Felix Bengtsson.
Hi there, man.
Hello, Felix.
Oh, the fire.
That's right.
Get me.
You bring the heat. Well, thank you for joining us today.
Pleasure being here, yeah.
Oh, man. So, here we are. Could you please maybe start off by telling me a little bit about yourself, your background, and what your role is with Planet IX?
Sure. I'm one of the founding team members of the game studio that develops Planet IX, Nibiru. Okay. And my role there is to make sense of the crypto economics of the game and the NFTs. And I've been doing that for a couple of years. Mm-hmm. Been a part of some successful journeys in that space. So yeah, it's a very cool challenge we have ahead of us.
Mm-hmm. So the beta launch is coming soon. Yeah. I mean, I guess there's a lot of players that are really curious about Planet IX and they want to know what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, through this opportunity of Crowd One, we have seen huge interest of being part of the beta launch. So we are working around the clock, and we're really excited to start onboarding people.
Okay, that's wonderful. Well, I mean, there's a lot happening now, but for people that maybe don't really know, how does the game work?
Yeah, it's a bit to show from the start. So,
okay.
but from a meta perspective, it's quite similar to Monopoly, the classic board game. Planet IX is like a digital copy of the world, so it can host a lot more people. But the assets in the game and in the game sense is quite similar. In Monopoly, you rely on luck, when you hit a street, and in Planet IX, you rely on pix drops. And in those pix drops, you will get randomly selected pixes that you own, right? So the utilities in the game is quite similar, but just like Monopoly, you have to start collecting several streets in order to develop them. In Planet IX, you have to bundle the pixels together in order to start develop them. So and during yeah.
I love it. Well, you know what? I love Monopoly growing up, so you have me hooked already. But would players know the areas before they buy those mixed packs?
So yeah, every week we will have a new kind of drop zone, and all users will be informed of the geographical area on where those pixels will be taken from. So we will have that up in a few days before every drop. Okay. There's a limit to how many drops we will release during each week, but don't go crazy. There will be another drop just around the corner. Okay.
It's good to know. So these mixed packs, are they all the same, or how are they comprised?
Yeah, it depends on the quantity, but they are all the same in the sense that the picks comes from the different tiers, the legendary down to the outliers, okay. and they are all evenly distributed. So in the beginning, at least, the first 2 months, we will start with like opening up the game. And later on, we can maybe narrow down the packs drop, so it's only legendary, it's only outlier tiers that will be included in the packs. But from the game start, we will only focus on having the mix.
Okay. It's good information for those that are following the game. So what should players basically do with these picks that they get in the packs?
We're launching very soon, and I think it's very important to say that it's all about understanding the game. Okay. Our core product will be the marketplace, okay. Because that's the only way you can acquire picks from another user without getting it from random. But we're not launching that until the beta launch ends. So all the collectors of the picks has to try to familiarize with the game infrastructure, the front end and UX on the platform, and start making strategies on how they can trade up to collect more picks, in a more concentrated area.
Okay. But I must ask, is trading happening already in beta phase?
Not during the beta. We see this period of launch as a great opportunity to, as I said, educate our users with the game mechanics, the end goal, the strategies behind it, and also educate ourselves. How do our users react, and how do they interact with the platform, and in stuff we can't really know by now. So it's
exciting time.
No trading the first months.
Okay, take it nice and easy.
Yeah.
Well, talking about NFTs and all that, can you please explain a little bit more about how the game economy really works?
Yeah, so there's been a huge boom in the NFT space the last 4 years, starting off with like static art pictures with a set scheme of characteristics and rarities, and game theory applied to that. And now we're seeing more of a evolvement to more game stylish. You can play to earn, or you can. There's a lot of things happening, and especially the last year we've seen some good NBA Top Shot. A huge company standing behind a game like this. So there's a lot of movements in the market, and this kind of ecosystem, unfolds new possibilities to have substantial income in ways we haven't seen before. Usually before you just play the game, and now we can start interacting, because NFTs are smart contracts. So you can derive and you can rotate, financial instruments basically through them. So it's a cool, it's a cool space. And Planet IX, I mean, we thought about, how can we help, or how can we evolve it? I mean, it's a huge opportunity for us to launch with Crowd One, with the market, and I think we will unlock, several 100,000 new players into the blockchain space. So the ecosystem is, you have to come in and you have to learn about it, and we will take it slow because it's a mouthful.
Right.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I mean, it actually sounds simpler than I thought it would, which is good, because I'm quite a novice when it comes to gaming. But you've mentioned a different ecosystem. Can you clarify just a bit more for people that maybe don't understand about that?
Yeah, so some NFT projects, they demand that there's a buyer on the other side, right?
Okay.
And we also do that in our marketplace. Like you have a picture and you set a price, and there's somebody else who has to set yes or no. I like this, I can pay for this. In Planet IX, how we sketched it up is that you play against the Planet IX. That's the end goal. What I mean with that is, from all the sales we generate from the PIX drops, 20% of that is going to be invested into companies doing good for the planet. Solar panels, forest management companies, stuff like that. And the cash flow and the yields generated from those assets will go directly back to the NFT holders. So apart from doing very good initiatives and donations and planting trees, we're also making, we're doing some heavy investments into companies that can generate cash flow that can later on be paid out to the NFT holders. So in that sense, you're not dependent on the other. You're not dependent on not the opponent, but another user buying your art.
Right.
You're depending to play the game, and through that get some rewards.
There you go. You play hard, you win hard, right? Okay, so I think I understand. So a clustered collection of picks, they can be exchanged for NFTs.
Yes, correct. So there's actually two different NFTs in Planet IX. One that can be obtained through playing, like trading and completing a cluster of picks.
Okay.
The second NFT that we are releasing is the landmark NFTs. And the landmark NFTs are basically unique assets of World Heritage landmarks. And we are, from day one, placing them out so everybody can see where they are and on the world. But they will not be, you cannot play to earn them. It's more based on luck. So they will be handed out in the pack drop as the coming pack drop that you buy into.
Okay.
What these NFTs have, as a reward mechanism, is that they have an area around them where all the trades of all the picks inside that area, they have a commission on the transaction fees that users pay in the marketplace.
Uh-huh.
And if you have a legendary one, that will cover quite a bit of area, and
nice.
Those NFTs will bring some value. I can guarantee you that. Yeah.
I can imagine. So how many NFTs will be available in the game, more or less?
So from the start, during the beta, we're going to release a couple of them only.
Okay.
But there will be, you will see all of them where they are located, and we will make sure that the people are, ready for when they are about to be dropped.
Indeed,
Yeah.
indeed. I can imagine people are going to be hungry for some NFTs. But I'm telling you, this really is extremely impressive. So Planet IX, if I get it correctly, it's kind of like giving players the possibility to make a little bit of income by playing the game and at the same time contributing to the real planet.
There is finite land in the real world, and also that in Planet IX. So in that sense, if you hold a bit of land that somebody else wants, the price of that can come up. But it's important to remember that we cannot guarantee you that there's going to be a price increase. But if you play the game smartly and you understand the mechanics about the scarcity and the opportunities that arise in the marketplace, there's a good possibility that you could, yes.
I'm sure that sounds good to some people's ears. But I know you kind of touched on this, but is it possible for a player to make a lot of money? Is that even possible in this game?
Yeah. We're not promising a player to make a fortune, by playing. But there's definitely going to be some good economics in those who study it and study. A core value in our company is to be transparent, and we are going to share every piece of information with everybody beforehand. There's no red carpet treatment in Planet IX. Everybody has a fair chance of earning money if they want to do that, or playing the game, or just getting to know what is NFT. It depends on your level of seriousness when you're going into the game. But we'll definitely have a good opportunity if you're understand the mechanics. Yes.
I got you, Felix. And transparency always wins, so that's a good approach. But I guess for a person like me that might want some insider trading, is there any tips that you could give on how to play smart?
So as of today, you can now go to our website, and you can get connected to our game book. And the game book is basically our Bible that outlays from every small detail of the picks to the tiers, to the classifications, to how the economics work, stuff like that. And we want to give the full transparency of what partners, what investments we made to everybody. So I would say that the best advice is to dig in, join our community. We have a strong community already in Discord, and community members ready to serve and to help and to educate. And not only me, but the team will be there. You can ask me questions directly. And we will also host a couple of AMAs, Ask Me Anything, live through our Discord channels the coming weeks. Okay. So I would say the best tip is to join in and lean in.
Oh, that was such a transparent answer. I wanted like a cheat code or something that you could give me. Felix, come on. All right, so before I let you go, I have one last question. Do you feel ready for the beta phase? Are you ready for beta? Are you ready for what's coming?
Of course, of course. Yeah? We've been working day and nights the last 6 months at least to get this in motion. And we're super happy about the opportunity to launch with Crowd 1. And it's going to be awesome.
Indeed.
It's going to be awesome.
Indeed. I'm excited about it as well. So I guess, Felix, I must thank you for stopping by. You've given us so much great information. I can't wait to play. I'm sure there are many others that can't wait for the beta phase, and I'm looking forward to getting into the entire game. Thank you today, Felix.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.